Hey y'all, welcome back. It's Cindy from Cindy's Art, and today we're going to paint a foxglove flower head. I actually had this flower in my garden and I put it in front of me while I was painting today. So you know that I use Holbein paints and Arches watercolor paper. I used a very small size. It looks like it's about a 4x6. And I started off with a light sketch of this foxglove in just the top part of the jar, and I used a limited palette of colors, and I will list them as we go on. But when I started off with this painting, I painted the very lightest color purples, and one of the ways to paint very lightly is just use a dab of the blue that you see at the top, and the second color, that light purple. Just use a dab of it with a lot of water, and I laid out all of my lights, and then I went ahead and put in some dark contrast color next. After painting some of the light colors and a little bit of my contrast, that deep purplish color, I used opera and that beautiful purple in order to create those color tones right there in the flower head. This is a very simple flower watercolor painting. I did not do a lot of other work that I do in others. I thought it came out pretty good. So I added in some of the dots on the inside of the flower so I could tell myself, okay, here's where the inside is, where's the light, where's the dark, and work on that. And then you saw me shift into painting some of the green part of the flower heads, and I painted with a lot of yellow first in order to hit the lights, added a tiny bit of darkness into the green pods, and then I went ahead and add a little bit of midtones. The jar is just a mixture of a few colors that actually work into gray, and cerulean blue and burnt sienna make a wonderful gray tone that you can utilize whenever you're painting your grays and your blacks, but that makes a beautiful gray. So I did add a little bit of an orange tone inside those flowers just to make it more colorful and give it some more depth. That's another thing you would have seen. I'm going to add a little bit more of shadow detail. So whether I'm painting the green leaves or I'm painting the flowers below or inside the flowers, right now I'm going to be adding in some very strong shadows to deepen those up. And I like the light, then the dark, and then working with the midtones. The midtones are in between, and this is a very clear-cut picture. We're focusing on the flower head, so that's why I have the whole painting with a little bit more realism than having some abstract. But I do add some fun splashes of water in there, and we'll do some salt techniques for the background as we finish up on this. I'm moving towards doing the background, and what I thought I would do is pick the opposite color, which is a yellowish goldish color, to put in the background with some of this blue and gray. And the yellow will be opposite, or that gold color will be opposite of the purple, and I thought that would help capture the attention of the flower head as I finish this off. I kept this soft, and then I did actually add more washes in. These washes are wet on wet. I'm working as quickly as I possibly can, blending colors in, keeping the paper wet, and I enjoyed this. And I did add some salt texture, a little bit of salt on the bottom left hand side of this picture, and then I'm going to let it dry. So I want to be really honest with you because I'm very transparent and I say things very plainly. I didn't like my background, and I did not like the fact that I darkened the picture up. I would have left it lighter and left it brighter, and that's okay. We all are learning in watercolor, and I wanted to give you my opinion. As we close out this video, I'm going to show you the picture, what it looked like, and I would do the flowers lighter and I would make the background very, very light. But you can see how a splash of water and salt add a wonderful texture. So that's how I finished this off. I'll paint it again with you and we'll see where that one goes. So you have a wonderful day, and thank you so much for joining me.